So, hello guys and welcome back to Art Universe, and today I will be using Procreate. I'm sure you've heard of it, I'm sure you've seen videos on it, and maybe you even have it yourself. But the big thing about Procreate is the fact that it is $10. So, there's a lot of free drawing apps, but Procreate is 100% the best drawing app I've ever used. It's amazing. So, if you're used to using Wacom, PC, and you just got a new iPad, this is the perfect app to use with it. And Procreate has so many brushes, you can even get more. You can create your own. There's unlimited possibilities to the Procreate world, and I totally think you should get this app if you're just a beginner or even if you're a professional. This is the app to get. And there's a wide range of brushes like sketching, inking, drawing, painting, and more. And they're all amazing. And I don't really think you need any more, but it's your opinion. And it's what you think about the drawing app that really matters. I'm just here to help out. And no, this video is not sponsored by Procreate. I just really love this drawing app, and I really think that you should get it for yourself. And this is my honest opinion. After using this for one drawing, I already think this is an amazing app. So I just started out by sketching a quick circle, and then I extended it a little bit just to get that face look. And it really looked like a face once I added all more features like the nose. So while I was using this drawing app, I realized that you can't actually fill in when you're using the pencil tool. There's no way to fill it in. So that's a little bit of a disappointment, but I can deal with it. So yeah. That's just something to keep in mind. And the selection tool is very nice. And don't say I'm a really beginner, because I realized I first didn't know how to get out of the selection tool. Yeah, it's pretty sad, but it was hard. You have to click again the little cursor. So I had no idea, so I was stuck there figuring out for a couple seconds. Then it just hit me, what if I click it again? So yeah, besides that, it's a very nice interface, and it has an amazing look to it, nice sleek look, and it's not all crowded up. It has just the right amount of things on it, and yeah, it's just amazing. And it's very professional, and a beginner can use it. I'm somewhere in between, but I even think it's great. So when they say Procreate, they're specifically saying that people with an iPad Pro should get it. And I do not have an iPad Pro. I have the 2017 iPad, and it works well. It works amazing, but I'm not using the Apple Pencil. I've heard out there that the Apple Pencil is the best experience with it, and that the Apple Pencil is the best pencil you can use it with. But I actually didn't have it for this iPad, but even with a cheaper, lower end stylus, it's an amazing drawing app. So don't feel the urge that you have to get the Apple Pencil with it and you have to get an iPad Pro with it. You don't have to. It's your decision, and it works fine without it, and it works good with it. So either way, you're getting a very high quality and professional drawing app. So it doesn't really matter. So let's get into the drawing. I was working on the face and I found that for the sketch I did pretty thin eyeliner, but I'm gonna thicken that up once I start the line art. So while I was starting to get drawing with it, I started to find that this specific drawing app, I've never seen anything like it before. These little levers at the side of it, the first one is for changing the brush side, and the second one is for changing the opacity of the brush. So for the whole time I had it at 100% because I don't like my brushes see-through. I don't know what you think about them, but I really don't like them see-through because then you can see like the sketch under it and it doesn't really look too nice. But if you want to see the sketch under it and you did a nice job in the sketch, I totally think that's okay. So for my art style, it's like semi-realistic, but it's pretty cartoony. So now it's time to start the line art. But first, before we do that, I need to lower the opacity. And at first I didn't know that you have to click the end to lower it. But then I figured it out. As I said again, I'm this is the first time I'm using it. And for the brush, at first I used, it was one of those inks, the ink pens, and I used it a little bit. I played around with it, but then I realized this was not the right brush. It was very pixelated. It wasn't really too good. And as I said again, Procreate has a lot of different brushes, but you start to find the ones that you don't really like and you don't really think you're needing. So then eventually I changed it to a much smoother brush and a brush that felt like a vector. And vector is really smooth, so it was pretty easy to decide that this was not the right ink fine liner to use digitally. So I undid it, and for the undo gesture, it's actually put 2 fingers down on the screen to undo. So I ended up using the studio pen for the line art. It was pretty smooth, and I understand the name because if I were in a professional studio, which I'm not, I would use this for doing line art. But I'm not in the studio, but that doesn't really matter. This pen works wherever you're in, even if you're not in a studio. I ended up, for the hair, I did pretty thick liner, thicker than I intended, but around, when I did the crown, I made it a little thinner, and when I did the mouth, I also made it thinner, because those teeth are pretty small, and you don't want the teeth to be completely black. That's just an issue. But I accidentally made one of them black. It was a problem, but I guess she had one less tooth than usual. It's okay. And the thick liner, I wasn't loving it, but once I added color, it was better. And I found that when I was trying to drag the little color thing over to fill, it kept on bringing up my notification window. I just kept on trying. It kept on doing it until one time I fixed it. But it happened throughout the video, so ignore my notifications. Don't look. Just ignore my notifications. Most of them are just from cooking apps, so ignore them. So once I started to do the more detailed line art, I made it smaller. A little bit smaller, not completely. But once I got to the eyeliner, big line art was, well, important. 'Cause eyeliner, if it doesn't show, people aren't gonna know you're wearing eyeliner. So the eyeliner needs to be big and bold. So that's what I was going for. Nice bold eyeliner to make it look very neat. So again, it brought up my notifications when I was trying to scroll down. It is annoying, but I got the hang of it. You have to nudge it from the corner, not the top, the corner. It was hard to get used to, but I figured it out eventually, and that's pretty much all that matters. So I finished up the liner and it was looking really nice. So when I went to elements, I found that there were so many different ones I didn't even know about because there's so many different brushes. So I just had to use this element. But first, I had to fill in, on the line art layer, I had to fill in the background with blue so it would appear. So I clicked the water element so I had a nice water looking texture. The background is looking really nice with that beautiful water texture. So now it's time to start to fill in the actual character. I got very carried away with the background, and now I'm finally doing not doing the character, but doing the coloring of the character. Now it's time to sign my initials on this drawing. My initials are TW, so I just got a pen and did them in that nice pen. So once I did the initials, I was very happy with my drawing, so hope you enjoyed it, and goodbye.